think about this a little bit more broadly for me, because there's an emergency meeting of EU leaders tomorrow in Brussels where they're talking about the electricity market. They're trying to figure out a way to keep costs down. But when you describe this as basically bailing out energy companies and then, frankly, bailing out the citizens in terms of allowing them to have a little bit more leeway on what they can have to pay for their energy costs, it feels rather like a Ponzi scheme to me.
You can describe it that way. There's no question about that. I mean, if you continue to, what's happening is governments, one of the easier policy levers, if you will, is that you can pass a bill, appropriate money, and give money to citizens to pay their electricity bills.
Yeah.
If you do that, it obviously has an inflationary impact, but it alleviates the immediate pain of not being able to pay the electricity bill. But the money just moves in a circle. So it just goes from the consumer to the electricity company, the electricity company.
This is not a long-term solution.
No, it is not a long-term solution.
Absolutely. No. So when you think about this, Dan, taking a step back, how much trouble do you see Europe in for the foreseeable future? They can take years to dig out of this hole. Where are we in that?
This is a really big problem. Right now, we're focused on energy for all the obvious reasons. The challenge, however, is that if we don't resolve this quickly, it begins to cascade into the industrial sector. It begins to cascade into the agricultural sector. At that point, we move into, near crisis phase, if not full-on crisis phase. And that's the real danger. So for policymakers, they have to get busy to find solutions to some of the issues. I would suggest that the issues right now maybe look more like what Germany did. Minister Habeck, I think, did a great job of eliminating all of the regulatory constraints that was keeping production from coming online. I think policymakers need to look at that, not only in Europe, but perhaps around the world.